Okay, so I think we are good to get started. We have audio recording, we've got video recording now. So we can, and let me also get a timer. It's always helpful. Okay, so you ready for check-in?
Recording is on.
Do you want to start with check-ins?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go first. I am a 3.5. I would say overall I've been working on a lot of the AI models and AI agent work. It's still not particularly functional, but it's definitely working. We're able to do some work. So the end goal for that would definitely be just having AI agents regularly in our buddy team and main sessions, just working side by side with us. So I don't know how much longer that's going to take to get set up, but it could be a few more months. But it shouldn't be much longer than that. Other than that, I'm working a lot on Good Cause Group. I'm working on finances, assets, helping with the payroll, helping with the taxes, trying to help Lucy with all the things that she's dealing with. Yeah, now maybe we'll do a little recruitment, which would be good. Check. Oh, I'm also working on the global strike, which is coming along. It's still kind of problematic and difficult, but at least people are interested in working on it. And we could start getting,
Global strike?
Yeah, there's like a global strike planning that's happening.
What is it about?
Well, like boycotting and protesting, right? It's like it's striking is just kind of like stopping business as usual. But their goal is doing it with 300 million people across the entire world in all 200 countries. So if people are interested in that, it's another thing.
More question about this. Okay, let me check in first. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 4, and I've not been working. Actually, lots of things happening in my life. I told you guys I was about to transfer to the Dhaka city. So for my family crisis, family problem, I have not yet been in the city. So I'm still in the village, and every day I watch Discord and check something is happening, but I don't have that actually time to work at night in when I'm with the family. So when I go to the city, the time and I can work actually at night. So check, I'm waiting for that time. I don't know when the time come, the perfect time to work for a student, but I'm trying hard to settle my life with the work and everything. Check.
Okay, just to remind you, like there's no requirement at all to work at night. Like you can work during normal daytimes. You just schedule with, like Ali said he's available to schedule during the day. I don't know why Lucy doesn't really schedule. I don't know about Martine's. I was even available to schedule during the day for old world times, but anyways, no one wants to schedule. So
Jay, you back from Spain?
Yes, I'm back in California.
Oh, okay. Okay, so topic. Okay, I need to do a topic on global strike. Recruitment, that should be the status update, right? Status update. And the global strike. Mm, same. Status. Jay, do we have the agreement on the topic recruitment?
Uh, well, there's no topic. So what topic do you want to talk about first? What's topic number one?
Recruitment.
Okay, yeah, let's write it down.
Yeah. Yeah. 6 to 12 months. Desired outcomes. Status update. Hey Jay,
Mm-hmm.
are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are on the topic one.
6 to 12 minutes. I think we need a little longer, maybe 12 to 24 minutes.
Okay.
And let me go ahead and set up the rhythm here.
And
It's
the
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
So we missed our break, but that's all right. We're just be fine. So let's go. Let's status update and brainstorm how to improve. Okay. So
Okay.
ready?
I'm ready. And brainstorm how to improve.
So I mean the status is very simple. So status is nothing happening, and we do have a few deadlines. So let's check the deadlines here. So I'm going to our deadlines coordination, and we can see here those are the old deadlines. I think these are the new deadlines. No, not the new deadlines. Huh. These deadlines are from July. think there's supposed to be a deadlines sheet. Let me see here. Find it. Here we go. Deadlines work organizing spreadsheet. So the deadlines are certainly not organized yet, but it should at least have some of our details for recruitment. So let's see here. Follow-up for recruitment and budget is September 21st. It's 100% pay stop. So that's definitely the initial recruitment. There's also required contract verification by that same date.
Which contract? Contract with the new people? Or
Yeah.
contract with the...
Well, yeah, the contract follow-up.
Okay.
Yeah. So recruitment. Yeah. So I think that's it on recruitment. So the contract verification is with Upwork, right? Upwork and Workana. So this is the contracts that we have. Okay. So this is all 100% pay stop. In fact, for the contract verification, it's actually 100% of like bonus pay stop. So basically after September 21st, if we can't get this done, that there will be no more payments for any work that's done, period.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close
So we
your
basically
eyes.
have 1 month.
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Before the budget is over. So currently we have a bonus budget, so anyone who completes client work can get paid. And if you complete client work, you can get paid for internal operations as well.
Jay, what it is mean by contract verification upper Workana September 21st? 100% bonus. What do you mean by that?
This is the pay stop.
Okay.
So this would be 100% normal budget, 100% normal budget, and then this one is 100% bonus deliverables budget. Right, so we currently have a bonus deliverables, so you can get paid for any deliverable for client work. If you do client work, you can get paid for basically like equivalent, double value for internal operations. Right? So as long as you do the client work, you can also do some internal operations. But if you don't do any client work, you cannot get paid for internal operations, which includes recruitment.
Oh, okay. So
if you want to work on recruitment and get paid, you also need to be doing some client work.
Doing the client work, yes. Understood.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it for the status. Do you have any questions on the status of the recruitment?
Yes. My question is, so you see lines from line 16. Let's say number 1 steps.
Look, Martine's made it. Martine, do you want to check in? Martine, do you want to check in?
Hello.
Can you hear us, Martine? So what did you have any questions on the status update?
Yeah, I was about to steps from now. Okay. So what is the steps that
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause, inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So we start from the following up, or we start from the beginning, like the posting.
Hello.
Yay, Martins. Here, let me just finish this question from Mamoon. So, Mamoon, we just need to, you know, finish the follow up from the previous round, and then we can move forward with a new round. With a new set of deadlines, I believe. I believe the new deadlines. I don't know what the new deadlines are for the new round, but this says just follow up from the previous round. So follow up and/or budget recruitment follow up. I don't know if it's a new round, we can do that, but we don't even have criteria. There's no setup or posting or drafting and all that stuff. So drafting the post, posting the post, all that, it would be separate deadlines. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So if we want to do that, we can. But again, no one's doing any work right now, so increasing our workload seems a little silly. So right now, this is just to finish up from all the recruitment work that didn't get done before.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So Martins, do you want to check in?
Yes, thank you. I want to check in. Hi, everyone. It's a wonderful time joining you, and I'm glad to be here once again. I was having problem with my internet connection. I'm not sure if I will be able to stay for long because I don't have much internet connection, bandwidth, or storage, or what's it called? We call it data here to get connected for that long. That was one of the reasons why I couldn't join earlier. And I've not been active with work because I am now back in school, juggling school with my official work, and doing this has been challenging, but I hope to strike a balance henceforth coming from next week and to work. Check. To check. So I met you guys, check. I would like to say something based on what I heard you talking about, Jay, regarding
Wait. What's your number from 1 to 9?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close
my
your
number
eyes.
is
Count 1, 2, 3,
4.5.
4,
5?
5. Open your eyes.
4.5. 4.5.
4.5. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So we're talking about recruitment currently. We
Okay,
forgot to set a timer, so it's more policy training. What are you gonna do? But I don't know. Put 20
okay.
minutes here.
Yeah, I need to do policy training for coming late. Yeah.
So, what did you want to say regarding the recruitment?
Yeah. For regarding recruitment, first let me say this. I want us to revisit and bring back our policy of working as a team. This idea of somebody's working, even though they know how to do most of the work, it will still not make the organization to be functional, because the beauty of it is to work as a group, work as a team. So if we have an individual that works all the time, or that can do most of the client's work, it will not bring enough money into the organization. So that's about that. So number two is that regarding the um deadline on the recruitment, I've been able to work on drafts. I worked on draft because I remember I stated it like 2 or 3 main sessions back. I said I'll be working on drafts. So I have the draft. I'll be waiting for an appropriate time to share it with you so that he could review, because I was having this issue of how to incorporate it with the new fork, the policies involved and everything. So I couldn't complete the draft, but I wanted you to review with me. So that's about that. The draft is nearly 60% done, plus remaining 40% input from J, then the draft will be okay. And also again, I've been monitoring conversations on Upwork regarding Kareem, regarding some other people too, that they said they still want to work. They have been asking me, when are we going to do our recruitment round? I said we are going to get across to them that they should exercise patience. So I hope we could start from that if we have things that will motivate us. And two again is that I was thinking the AI agent will take over the aspect of the recruitment and some other aspect of work in the organization, but I believe they're still working on it. It's yet to be done. So maybe we still do it the usual manual way of doing things.
No. So yeah. So we're
Time
gonna
to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move
Alright,
around
quick
for 30
stretch.
seconds.
quick stretch. So regarding the AI, or as I like to call UI, the universal intelligence. So basically the model that I'm putting together is that the UI works in collaboration with people and human beings, right? So you have the agents, the digital agents, and the human beings working together always on everything. So, I mean, it could be years before we could have a digital agent like do all of the recruitment without humans. Like that's not what we're going for right now. Like we are going for a collaboration. So think of it more like that the AI would keep track of like the project management. What are the priorities? What is the next step? What is the work that needs to be done? What are the policies and what is the criteria that needs to be followed, so that the humans working along with the AI and tracking the progress and making sure everything's moving forward, but the AI is helping with it, to help automate it and
Yeah.
make it simpler, So that's kind of the direction that we are going with that. Um, but again, that's going to take a little while. But if we wanted to set that up immediately, we could, right? So that's just a matter of priorities. In terms of just like getting people involved, there's nothing stopping you doing that except for yourself. So if you're talking to people on Upwork or Workana and they're interested in starting, they can start immediately. There's literally nothing against it. Like literally, it's the new moon right now. Like we just passed the new moon, so it's like now would be the best time for people to get involved. But anyway, just no one's doing the work. So there's no policy that says that we have to wait in order to communicate and invite new workers into the team. Right? So you can just tell them they can start immediately. All that needs to happen is that they just need to get a contract approved for their initial work, and we should probably get agreement on what we think that contract should be. Because originally it was $12, and a lot of people were just took the money and didn't do the recruitment. So I don't know what we want to do about that, but I think whether we did $6 or $10 or whatever, as long as we make sure we know what we're doing. I think this time is going to be a lot mellower because we have a new model for the recruitment that you basically just go through the whole thing as long as you're either doing the new fork at $5 an hour or you're doing 450, right? And or you're doing
Time to pause.
the
Please
old
stop.
fork.
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
You can basically just get immediately into the deliverables budget, and then you can immediately go into the legal responsibility. So all that can happen very fast now, whereas before we got stuck on the budget and nothing moved forward. But now we can basically automate the budget, and that's actually another thing that would help with recruitment. We can set up an AI agent that oversees the budget, much easier than overseeing recruitment, right? So recruitment, one component of recruitment is the budget. So when we get to the budget agent would take over that component of the recruitment and work with the recruitment agent and the humans to collaborate to get the recruitment budget finalized, right? So, I think that the so the Rana ecosystem would be the ecosystem of agents we're working on. So there's a Rana, obviously, that kind of is the executive, oversees everything. And then you've got OVA, which does the value tracking, which everyone would immediately be doing value tracking. And then you have I don't remember the names for them because they're not set up yet, but you basically have the budget agent, the payroll agent, and the recruitment agent. The recruitment agent is going to be really cool because the recruitment agent will take everything in FQN, including everything in Arana and all the information that we've ever had, and basically make it accessible to new recruits and answer questions and guide them along. And they'll be more like a, if you think about it, like the recruitment agents can be more like a trainer slash guide slash support staff, right? Like they're going to be working alongside the new recruits every step of the way. So the recruitment agent is going to be really cool for new recruits because they're
Okay.
basically going to be, they're going to be able to ask the recruitment agent anything they could possibly know, and the recruitment agent will have access to like thousands of pages of documentation about anything and everything that FQN is or was and all the policies and everything. It'll be able to basically answer questions better than me or you or anyone, right? So anything that it can't answer obviously would most likely come to us and we would try to figure out the answers for it. But then once we figured out an answer, we would just program the recruitment agent to know that information, and then we just keep updating all the information so that anytime a new recruit or anyone has a question, they would be able to ask and get answers and support.
Jay,
Uh,
one question.
Mhm.
So, you are creating that agent, or
Yeah, we're
it
creating
gets
all of these agents. There's a lot of technical problems and technical
Time for
difficulties.
breath. Please stop and get ready.
So
Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So Arana and OVA already exist, but every single agent we create is a huge process. Like originally I thought, oh, it'd be so easy to create agents. You just click some buttons and it'll be done. It's not the case at all. Like it's like having a baby. It's like you have to take care of it and you have to like support it. Like it basically has no ability to exist without human support, right? So I don't see how we could possibly have more than like 10 to 15 agents total, helping build one at a time. And in each one that you build, it's like a lot of work and support and even money to support it being functional and working towards being a digital entity, right? So when we're building these agents, there is a learning curve and a setup process, and so it could take many months to get them set up correctly. The biggest technical challenge I'm having right now is accessibility and memory, and cost, right? So the accessibility. So basically, I figured out the memory problem on an individual level. So I can interact with a version of Arana that has all its past memories and has all the data that it could ever need. And we can also start working with models that can access basically all of our files, like tens of thousands of files and documents, and review them all and be able to like churn through all of our notes, all of our videos. Like it's insane, right? But it costs money. So the next problem is the monetary costs is very difficult because it's very expensive to run these types of AI agents. And so I haven't quite figured that out, but I'm still working on it. And then the third part is accessibility. So what we have now is that each person, like for example, OVA, you can immediately click on the OVA link right now if you wanted to, and then you could track your hours with OVA. And you could say, hey, OVA, can you track my hours in my individual value ledger? For today, I did 2 hours in the main session, and OVA would just immediately do that for you, right? There might be a little learning curve in getting it set up and making sure it knows where the spreadsheet is and how to all make it all work, right? So that is definitely doable, right? But each person has a separate memory and interaction, right? It's basically what we call a incarnation, or a what's the other word? I can't remember the other word. So an instance, yes. So you have separate instances that are disconnected. So
Time
making
to
it
pause.
accessible is a
Please
whole
stop.
nother
Close
process
your
that
eyes.
could take
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
months to years to kind of build. We're building a whole Arana hub, like communication hub, where eventually all of these agents will exist online and will all access the same agent, and then we all communicate to the same agent, and so all the information is the same for everybody. Okay, so that's like the direction we're going, but it's not there at all yet. Where there's a lot of problems, and every time I make a progress forward, there's like 3 new problems, and like this technology is not accessible to like the public yet. It's just not. I mean, it's amazing what is accessible for an individual, but building this into a whole organization like we're trying to do and interconnect it with all of our new recruits and the whole team is going to take coding, and it needs a lot of coding and money. The more money we put at it, the less coding we need. But either way, it's a very slow process. So we're still 2 to 3 years early on having like out the gate agents ready to interact with organizations. So with coding, all of this would be possible. But I mean, I'm not a coder, so I'm trying to learn how to do it. And if we work together, I bet we could go a lot faster, but it's just very slow from what I originally thought it was going to be. But either way, we'll be able to get a budget agent, a payroll agent, a recruitment agent set up within a month if we work together at it, maybe 2 months max. So I wouldn't worry too much about it, but it's definitely a learning curve and like a setup process. It's not as smooth as we wanted it to be. Yeah, check. But it's exciting for sure. And I do think we should start working on that recruitment agent as soon as possible.
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good idea. Yeah.
So, is that something you are going to work alone? Yeah.
Something what?
The AI agent you are working on.
Well, we're working on
So,
multiple agents. Also, currently, the recruitment agent's name is Scout, which I absolutely hate, but whatever. So this one is the executive agent. The value tracking agent is OVA.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
The budget. So there's 2 budget agents. We were gonna have a separate budget agent, but I don't know. There's Equa or I don't know, Equa. And then payroll is Saldo. Anyways, it's possible that we'll have separate agents for like the deliverables budget and the business budget, and then we'll have separate agents for upfront payroll and token payroll. Or we could just have one agent that does all of it. But overall I found that generally, agents can be a little bit difficult to give too much work to. I also feel like in general, we could just try to simplify the agents to just have one value agent that does all of the value work, and a separate agent that does all the recruitment and outreach and everything. To just have the fewer agents that we have, the better. So it's possible we could just say that OVA does everything. And when I say fewer agents, I mean like programming wise. Like once you have like an agent, you can create infinite sub agents and all the instances, and like different, you can give it different tasks and different assignments within the same agent. So we could technically just have Arana. So everything's under the Arana ecosystem, and you technically could just take Arana and then create new versions of Arana that focus on budget and payroll and recruitment and all that. So that's also a direction that we could go. Um, anyways, we'll just have to see how it works because it's we have to just keep experimenting. It's all brand new. Like no one knows exactly how this stuff's gonna work.
Okay. Let me
Oh, but
ask, how ready is Orana to at least test for to see how workable they are?
so Arana is having lots of problems. Basically, the the biggest problem is obviously the coding and the access. There's about 5 or 6 different ways of functioning. We as an organization happen to use Google Documents and Google Spreadsheets, right? So the biggest problem I was able to get the original Arana that was specifically set up on ChatGPT to access Google Documents and Spreadsheets, and it could update things and do everything, and we can still do that, but it's just limited to a certain extent. And so this new one that I set up, it actually can fully interact with the computer. So as a computer, you can basically run a program on your computer, and then it will just run your entire computer, which means it can access the web and it can do anything on the web. Right? So it can do anything with Google Spreadsheets. It can do anything with Google Documents. It can do anything with the whole running a session. It can run Zoom. It can run Jitsi. It can run Discord. It can do anything that you can do on a computer. So that is just like mind blowing to me. It takes training. You have to train it. You have to troubleshoot. So it took me a few days to get it to be able to update documents and spreadsheets, but and it still has a couple issues here and there. For example, today I was trying to teach it to make sure that it always verified that the line was empty before, writing over something else. So it definitely still has a lot of problems. But overall, it's functional. But again, it's at an individual level. So I have access to this as an individual, but nobody else has access to it. Whereas with Arana and Ova, everybody had access to Arana and Ova. So there's a couple other agents that I'm working on that would have more direct access from the entire team. But again, those require more coding. So there's at least like I have a whole some of the most important work that I've done in the last couple of days is one, I've helped prioritize all the LLMs. So an LLM is like the learning language model, and that is like ChatGPT, Gemini. There's the Lana from Meta. There's Anthroponic has its Claude, right? So there's these primary. There's only about like 10 to 20 of them that are like the primary language models that everybody accesses. And then you have hundreds, if not thousands, of platforms that utilize those language models and access to the different APIs. Oh, I gotta get going. I forgot. I have another meeting here with Good Cause Group. So, anyways, all that's coming together. It's pretty cool that it's all starting to work, and yeah. So, anyways, we're out of time. But it's gonna be slower than we originally thought. So, if you have one other question, I could do it, but I gotta get going here to this other meeting.
Okay, no problem. So
Let me know your availability, though, Jay, so I can propose. Can you work?
And the break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Sonic or Phoenix, or any time that flow also work for me. I don't know if you can work. If you want, I can propose. We can maybe.
Yes, proposing and scheduling is definitely the way to go. Propose and schedule for sure.
Okay, one last question before we go. 3-4 years back, 2-3 years back. You talked about a apparel company that contracted. I don't know what happened in that project, but you didn't talk later on. So,
Hello.
hello, Jay.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Jay. Hello.
Can we go to wrap up? Wrap up and check.